Padua! Fair Padua! Since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy. My trusty servant, well approved in all. Here, let us breathe, and haply institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. And therefore, Tranio, for the time, I study virtue, and that part of philosophy will I apply that treats of happiness by virtue. Tell me thy mind, for I have Pisa left and am to Padua. Come, as he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep.
Gentle master mine, I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, let's be no stoics. No profit grows where no pleasure is ta'en. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
Gramercy, Tranio, well dost thou advise. Oh, but stay a while. What company is this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen, importune me no further. For now you know I firmly am resolved. That is, not to bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Katharina, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To court her, rather. She's too rough for me. There, Hortensio, will you any wife?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates, mate? How mean you that? No mates for you unless you were of gentler, milder mold.
If faith, sir, you shall never need to fear, for sure it is not halfway to her heart. But if it were, doubt not her care to be to comb your noodle with a three-legged stool and paint your face and use you like a fool.
Oh, from all such devils, good Lord, deliver us.
And me too, good Lord.
Hush, master. Here's some good pastime toward. That wench is stark mad or wonderful froward.
But in the other's silence do I see maid's mild behavior and sobriety. Peace, Tranio.
Well said, master. Mum, and gaze your fill.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good what I have said, Bianca, get thee in, and let it not displease thee, good Bianca, for I will love thee ne'er the less, my girl.
Oh, a pretty pet! It is best put finger in the eye, and she knew why.
Oh, sister, content you in my discontent? Sir, to your pleasure, humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio, thou mayest hear Minerva speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our good real affects Bianca's grief.
Why will you mew her up, Signor Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her bear the penance of her tongue?
Gentlemen, content ye, I am resolved. Go in, Bianca. And for I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or Signor Grigio, you know any such, prefer them hither. For to cunning men I will be very kind, and liberal to mine own children in good bringing up. And so, farewell. Oh, Katharina, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
Why? And I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Shall I be appointed hours as though, belike, I knew not what to take and what to leave? Ew.
You may go to the devil's den. Your gifts are so good, here's none will hold you. My cake is dough on both sides, yet for the love I bear my sweet Bianca. If I can by any means light on a fit man to teach her that wherein she lights by, I would wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Grigio, but a word, I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked par, know now upon advice it toucheth us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress and be happy rivals in Bianca's love. To labor and effect one thing specially.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil?
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Thinkest thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, any man is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tush, Grigio, though it pass your patience and mine to endure her loud alarums, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, if a man could light on them, would take her with all faults. And money enough?
I cannot tell, but I had to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's small choice in rotten apples. But come, it shall be so far forth friendly maintained, all by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free for a husband. Sweet Bianca, he that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Grigio?
I am agreed, and would I had given him the best horse in Padua! To begin his wooing that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, and bed her. And rid the house of her. Come on!
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such a hold?
Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love in idleness. And now in plainness do confess to thee, Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young, modest girl. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, you look so longly on the maid, perhaps you marked not what's the pith of all.
Oh, yes. I saw sweet beauty in her face.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how her sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to wake him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir! If you love the maid, bend wits and thoughts to achieve her. Thus it stands. Her elder sister is so cursed and shrewd that till the father rid his hands of her, master
some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her.
Aye, merry am I, sir. And now 'tis plotted.
Oh, I have it, Tranio. Yeah.
Master, for my hand, both our inventions meet and jump in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is! May it be done.
Not possible. For who shall bear your part in Padua? Here, Vincentio's son. Keep house and ply his books, visit his friends and his countrymen and banquet them.
Oh, enough! Content thee, for I have it full. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we lie distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be Master Tranio, in my stead. Keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, nor meaner man of Pisa. But 'tis hatched and shall be so. At once, uncase thee. Take my colored hat and cloak. When Biondella comes, she waits on thee. But I will charm her first to keep her tongue.
So had you need. In brief, sir, since it is your pleasure is, and I am tied to be obedient, for so your father charged us at our parting, be serviceable to my son, quoth he, although I think 'twas in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Be so, because Lucentio loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight hath thralled my wounded eye. Oh, here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now? Where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you his? Or both? Oh, pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest. Your fellow Tranio here, to save my life, puts my apparel and my countenance on, and I, for my escape, have put on his, for in a quarrel, since I came ashore. I killed a man, and I fear I was decried. Wait you on him, I charge you, as becomes, while I make way from hence to save my life. You understand me?
Aye, sir. Narrow wit.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him. Would I were so too.
Why, when I am alone, then I am Tranio, but in all places else your master, Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go. Ooh! One thing more rest that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, sufficeth. My reasons are both good and weighty.
Verona, for a while I take my leave, to see my friends in Padua. But of all my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensio, and I trow this is his house. Here, Sir Grumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there a man has abused your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir? Why, sir, what am I, sir, but I should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate, and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My master has grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first. And then thereby after know who comes by the worst.
Will it not be faith, Sirrah, and you'll not knock, I'll knock it. I'll try how you can, so fine, sing it!
Help, masters, help! My master is mad!
Now knock when I bid you, Sirrah, villain!
Now, what's the matter? Oh, my good friend Petruchio.
Ha-ha!
And my old friend Grumio. How do you all from Verona?
Signor Hortensio, come you to part the fray?
Rise, Grumio, rise. We will compound this quarrel.
master's service. Well, look you, sir. He bid me knock him well and rap him soundly, sir. Well, was it fit for a servant to treat his master so?
Senseless villain! Signor Hortensio, I bade the rascal knock upon your gate, and could not get him for my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate? Oh, heavens! Spake you not these words plain? Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, and knock me soundly. Ha ha ha! And come you now with knocking at the gate?
Sirrah, begone, or talk not, I advise you.
Petruchio, patience. I am Grumio's pledge. Why, this is a heavy chance twixt him and you. Your friendly, trusty, pleasant servant, Grumio. And tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua? Here from old Verona.
Such wind as scatters young men through the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home, where small experience grows. But in a few, Signor Hortensio. Thus it stands with me. My father, Antonio, is dead. And I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to wise and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at home, and so I'm come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favored wife? And yet I'll promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio! Twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. And therefore, if thou knowest one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, as wealth is burden of my wooing dance, be she as foul as Florentius' love, as old as Sybil, and as cursed and shrewd as Socrates' Xantippe, or a worse, she moves me not, or not removes at least affection's edge in me. Were she as rough as all the swelling Adriatic seas, I come to wive it worthily in Padua. If worthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough, and marry him to an old trot with ne'er a tooth in her head, though she may have as many diseases as 52 horses. Why, sir, nothing comes amiss, so as money comes with all.
I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife with wealth enough, and young, and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is fault enough, is that she is intolerable cursed, and shrewd and froward, so beyond all measure that were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, peace! Thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough, for I will board her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Katharina Minola.
Katharina Minola.
Katharina Minola.
Renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father, though I know not her, and he knew my deceased father well. I will not sleep, Signor Hortensio, till I see her.
I'll tell you what, sir, if she cross him but a little, he will throw a figure in her face, and so disfigure her with it, that she shall have no more eyes to see wherewithal than a cat.
Tarry, Petruchio, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is, his youngest daughter, beautiful Bianca. Therefore this order hath Baptista given, that none shall have access unto Bianca, till Catherine the Cursed, have got a husband.
Catherine the Cursed, a title for a maid, of all titles the worst.
Now shall my friend Petruchio do me grace, and offer me disguised in sober robes to old Baptista as a schoolmaster well seen in music, to instruct Bianca, that so I may by this device at least have leave and leisure to make love to her, and, unsuspected, court her by herself.
Master! Master! Look about you! Who goes there, huh?
Peace, Grumio, it is the rival of my love. Petruchio, stand by a while.
Hark you, sir, I'll have them very fairly bound. All books of love, and see you read no other lectures to her. And let me have them very well perfumed, for she is sweeter than perfume itself to whom they go. What will you read for her?
Whate'er I read to her, sir, I plead for you. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words than you, unless you were a scholar, sir.
Oh, this learning, what a thing it is!
Oh, this woodcock, what an ass it is.
God save you, Signor Grumio.
And you are well met, Signor Hortensio. Know you whither I'm going? To Baptista Minola. I promised to inquire carefully about a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca, and by good fortune have lighted well on this young man. Well read in poetry and other books, good ones, I'll warrant ye.
'Tis well, and I have met a gentleman hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress. So shall I no whit be behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me.
So beloved of me, and that my deed shall prove.
Tush, Grumio, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I met will undertake to woo cursed Catherine, yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
So said, so done, is will. Hortensio, have you told him all her thoughts?
I know she is an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
No, sayest me so, friend. What countryman?
Born in Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead. My fortune lives for me, and I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, sir, such a life with such a wife were strange, but if you a stomach, to it in God's name. You will have me assisting you in all. But tell me, will you woo this wildcat?
Ha! Will I live?
Will he woo her? Aye, or I'll hang her.
Why came I hither but to that intent? Think your little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Have I not heard the sea puffed up with winds rage like an angry boar, chafed with sweat? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire?
Hey!
Tush, tush, fear boys with bugs.
For he fears none.
Hortensio, hark, this gentleman is aptly arrived.
I promised we would be contributors and bear his charging of wooing whatsoe'er.
And so we will, provided that he win her.
I would I were sure of a good dinner.
Gentlemen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Senor Baptista Minola?
Oh, he that has the two fair daughters. Is it he, you mean?
Even he, Biandella.
Hark you, sir. You mean not her?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do? Biandella, let's away.
Well begun, Tranio.
Sir, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you talk of, yea or no? And if I be, sir, is it any offense?
No, if without more words you will get you hence.
I pray, sir, tell me, why are the streets not as free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you'll know, that she's the choice love of Signor Grumio.
That she's the chosen of Signor Hortensio. Do me this right, hear me with patience. Signor Baptista is a noble gentleman to whom my father is not all unknown.
And were his daughter fair than she may more suitors have. And me, for one.
Did you yet ever see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two. The one is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first's for me. Let her go by.
Yea, leave that labor to great Hercules.
The youngest daughter whom you hearken for, her father keeps from all access of suitors.